Tonight's entertainment.
Welcome in episode 20 of Mike on the Mic. And we are not muted. I went through episode 19, a whole show last week on mute. So yes, it is. It's possible because I did it. I wasted a whole show. It was great. It was the best show of Mike on the Mic to date. But you'll never be able to hear it because your host, Mike Reeves, is a moron. Sorry about that, but I did do a audio check today, and we are all business. We're all business today. A lot of sports to get to, but first, would you rather? Would you rather live without hot water for showers/baths or live without a washing machine? I'd rather live without a washing machine. My jeans, I probably have some pairs of jeans I've never washed, but I cannot take a cold shower or a bath. That sounds like probably one of the worst things that could ever happen, ever. Would you rather be alone for the rest of your life or always be surrounded by annoying people? I would 100% rather be alone for the rest of my life. I hate annoying people. And I grew up most of my life as an only child. So all by myself, I am 100% fine with. Would you rather be locked in a room that is constantly dark for a week or a room that is constantly bright for a week? Is there a TV on? That would be the real kicker. Do I just have to sit in the dark or sit in the light? I'm going to choose the dark. Mostly for sleep. I even watch TV in the dark. So we'll go dark. Would you rather accidentally be responsible for the death of a child? Oh, what the fuck? Or accidentally be responsible for the death of 3 adults? Oh my God. Oh, this is terrible. 3 adults. Would you rather know when you are going to die or how you are going to die? You can't change the time or method of your death. If you couldn't tell by my reaction, I have no idea what these say before, because these are dark, real dark to start off the day. Would you rather know when you are going to die or how you are going to die? I suppose I'd rather know when. How really doesn't matter if you don't know when. They're both just messed up. What else we got here? Would you rather have everything you eat be too salty or not salty enough, no matter how much salt you add? Too salty is too much, so I'd rather have it a little blandier. Is that a right word? Blandier. All right. Would you rather never have to work again or never have to sleep again? You won't feel tired or suffer negative health effects. I like sleep. I enjoy sleep much more than work, even though I enjoy my job. But I'd rather never work and then take naps throughout my day. Would you rather never use social media sites, apps again, or never watch another movie or TV show? I'd rather never use social media again. I would just have GBG or Matt post the shows to the social media because I love a good TV show. Would you rather be fluent in all languages and never be able to travel, or be able to travel anywhere for a year but never be able to learn a word of a different language? Now, I think most people who travel out of the country aren't fluent in all the languages of the countries that they go to, because I really don't think it matters. Most of these destinations are tourist areas, and you don't need to be fluent. So I really don't care about learning their stupid languages to visit their stupid countries. Would you rather be put in a maximum security federal prison with the hardest of the hardened criminals for 1 year, or be put in a relatively relaxed prison where Wall Street types are held for 10 years. Ooh. I'll go maximum security with the hardened criminals. I'll just go in there real crazy, like Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart in that movie. I'll get amped up, and 10 years is a lot. It's prison. I don't care if it's with Wall Street guys or not. You're still in prison, and I'm not about that life. So, all right. Well, enough of those weird ass random facts. We got some sports talkers to get into. We got to touch on it. The NHL, they're in the Stanley Cup Finals. Tampa Bay leads 3-2. Elimination game tonight at 7 p.m. The Lightning could take out the Stars. The MLB playoffs are here, and my Twins are back-to-back division winners. They will play the hated Houston Astros in the MLB wildcard round tomorrow at 1 p.m. Other games tomorrow, the White Sox and Athletics face each other, the Yankees and Indians, and the Blue Jays and Rays. Wednesday, we got some games as well, the Reds and Braves, and Marlins and Cubs. So, me being a Twins fan, like I mentioned, we're just happy that we don't have to face the Yankees in the first round. They tend to, make it only one round for us. The NBA Finals are here. They kick off Wednesday at 8 p.m. It will be the Lakers versus the Heat. If you've been living in a cave, maybe only watching football, maybe watching no sports and only tuning in to Mike on the Mic and Twist. I didn't even tell you. Mike on the Mic, I am a spinoff show from Twist, the Weekend Sports Talk. That's our parent show. A couple other spinoffs are GBG, little love there for you, and Benzi's Bit, two of the other hosts of Twist. So we're part of the RTF Sports Network, the Twin Cities Network. Some news with the RTF Sports Network. They're going all access, rebrand, baby, starting October 1st. So just in a few days, you're going to go to allaccesssportsnetwork.com. I'll be coming live from the Twist Facebook page, from the All Access Sports Network Facebook page. So we're excited about that. We're going to add some new shows, create some really good content, kind of rebrand and restart from the ground up. Now, I'm a hardcore LeBron James fan, and watching him in that elimination game against the Nuggets was phenomenal. You know, I'm overly critical of LeBron with all the Michael Jordan comparisons and such, because he can just be turnover prone and lackadaisical and just kind of do his own thing. But when it comes to smelling the finals and leading your team past, if you didn't see that game, that triple-double, I believe that was his 27th, 30th, whatever, tied for second all-time in triple-doubles to only Magic Johnson in NBA history. It was fun to watch, 12 minutes in the fourth quarter, and he basically just threw the Lakers on his back. They can tell Anthony Davis, hey, bud, this is your team. LeBron's getting a little long in the tooth, and you're the future. But when it comes down to it, it's still LeBron James's team, and nothing's going to change that. So it will be fun. Jimmy Butler took the Heat. They've been one of the hottest teams in the bubble, besides for the Nuggets that just lost to the Lakers. But the Heat have looked good. On paper, I don't know how well they'll match up against my Lakers. LBJ needs another ring, but it's exciting. Not so exciting for Minnesota sports. Karl Anthony Towns is leaving the Wolves. Player close to Cat says he is as good as gone, according to inside sources. Wants to get traded from the Wolves as soon as possible. A really good player that is friends with Cat says he's as good as gone. Well, we invested a 5-year, $158 million deal with him. And he's only in the second year of that contract. So regardless of what Cat thinks he wants to do, dude, we just traded for one of your best friends last season. Why don't you slow your roll and trust the Rosas, okay? We brought Gerson in. I don't know what you're so pissed off about. You're not. Karl Anthony Towns is a little bitch, first off. I just talked about LeBron James. Karl Anthony Towns doesn't have a lick of what LeBron James has. He's talented, but he's just a crybaby. I get it. Nobody wants to be in Minnesota. It's cold here. We got riots going on, burning buildings, police brutality, but we got that all over the country. So just calm down, man. Your girl Jordan Sparks with that big old booty, she ain't going nowhere. She'll come visit you here. You got a nice house, I'm sure a dope car. Just create something here, man. Make your own legacy. Build a dynasty here in Minnesota and shut the hell up. But you're probably not going to be doing it with Malik Beasley. Timberwolves guard facing felony, weapons, and drug charges. We just can't catch a break with this team. Minnesota Timberwolves guard Malik Beasley was arrested Saturday in Minneapolis, according to police. He played well for the 15 games before the pandemic. He averaged 20.7 points in 14 games. There it was. Just look at it, Mike. But he is released Sunday without being charged. We are aware of the situation involving Malik Beasley in the process, and we are gathering all the information at this time. So in a statement on Sunday, the Plymouth Police Department said its officers were called to Beasley's residence a day earlier on a reported weapons offense. The reporting individuals told officers they had stopped their car in front of the house, and a suspect walked up to their vehicle, tapped on the window, pointed a gun at them, and advised them to get off the property. As the victims drove away, the suspect was observed holding the gun up to his shoulder, pointing at their vehicle. Well, what's wrong here? Get the hell off my flippin' property. You're lucky I didn't smash the window with my pistol and pistol. What are you doing? He's had other occurrences of break-ins and other police calls, according to The Athletic. So this isn't the first time people have been on his property, maybe trying to break in. He's got to protect his own, man. We'll see what happens here. I just think it's funny. They talk about felony narcotic charges. They found weed. He had some weed and a gun or two. This is America. If you don't have a gun or two and some weed, you're not American. Give me a break. KJ Costello throws for an SEC record 623 yards as Mississippi State Bulldogs upset the LSU Tigers. Oh my. 60 passing attempts, 623 yards. That's a routing. Sorry, LSU, but that's a routing. All right, now what you've all been waiting for. NFL box scores. The Minnesota Vikings go 0-3, while the Packers go 3-0. What is my life coming to? This is horrible. We're not going to start there. We're going to start with the Dolphins and the Jaguars. Probably, I don't know who came up with the Thursday night football schedule this year. But even after the Jaguars got rid of Leonard Fournette and Yannick Ngakoue to the Vikings, they didn't have any primetime players. Gardner Minshew, the mustache versus the beard. I mean, that's the only appealing thing from a marketing aspect that you can do. But tuned in for a little bit. The beard only incompleted 2 passes, 18 for 20, 160 yards and 2 touchdowns. Also ran one in. Devontae Parker, 5 catches, 69 yards. I mean, the Dolphins won. That's really all that matters. This game was horrible. The Browns beat the Washington football team. I'm going to go ahead and email them today and see what the update is on a team name change. That still pisses me off, the fact that they just went into it as the Washington football team. They literally rebranded everything as the football team when you could have just simply rebranded it as a new name. So I might just cut them out of the show completely. Dwayne Haskins is horrible. Through 3 picks. Antonio Gibson, who is supposed to be their Christian McCaffrey, did score a touchdown, 9 carries, 49 yards, averaging 5.4 yards a carry, and only had 11 yards receiving. So you're going to need to do more than that. Baker was pedestrian, 156 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, no picks. The running game here was really what got it done for him. Nick Chubb, 108 yards and 2 touchdowns. Kareem Hunt, 46 yards on 16 carries. Kareem Hunt, I got him in a couple leagues. The nice thing about him is he's a backup running back who in fantasy football is kind of an RB2, especially through 3 weeks. The Patriots beat the Raiders by quite a bit, 36-20. Cam Newton didn't look as good this week as past weeks, 162 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, only 27 yards on the ground. The Raiders go to 2-1, and the Patriots are 2-1. The 49ers slaughter the Saquon Barkley-less team, 36-9. We did have a tie, folks. We had a tie in the NFL. One of the things I hate the most, just in life in general, it doesn't have to be the NFL, are ties. The Bengals and the Eagles both moved to 0-2-1. So they couldn't go to 0-3, or one of them couldn't go to 0-3. They just had to tie and be horrible. But Joe Burrow looked pretty good again, 31-44, 312 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 0 picks. He was -1 on the ground. Joe Mixon, another horrible performance, 17 carries for 49 yards. 2.9. I could get more than 2.9 carries. Moving on. The Bills beat the Rams to move to 3-0. 35-32. Man, oh man. They were up 21-3 at one point. Ended up coming back. Darrell Henderson, running back for the Rams, did go for 20 carries, 114 yards. Cooper Kupp, 9 catches, 107 yards. But the real story here is the Bills and Josh Allen. Josh Allen's doing all his work in the first half, really. 311 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick. Also on the ground, not much here. He is a dual threat quarterback, but he did run one in for a touchdown. So he's looking good. If it wasn't for Russell Wilson this year, he would probably be in the MVP conversation. I don't even know why I brought that up. We're 3 weeks in. Sorry about that. The Bears come back from another Falcons upset. They were up a couple scores in the fourth quarter once again and failed. Mitch Trubisky got the bench, and Nick Foles came in and threw 3 touchdowns. So the 0-3 Falcons lose to the 3-0 Bears. The Steelers beat the Texans 28-21. The Panthers, kind of an upset here, beat the Chargers 21-16. The Colts just slaughter the Jets 36-7. The Buccaneers handled the Broncos 28-10. Kind of saw that coming. Tom Brady kind of looked like the old Tom Brady, not old Tom Brady, the old Tom Brady. 297 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, 0 picks. The Cowboys and Seahawks. This was the America's game of the week. I tuned in to that, and it was a shootout. Every game the Cowboys have really been in this year, they are 1-2. is a shootout. Dak Prescott, 472 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. Ezekiel Elliott couldn't get anything done on the ground, 34 yards. Real story here again is Russell Wilson, 315 yards. Decent, yeah. 5 touchdown passes. Would have had 6 if DK Metcalf didn't just hold the ball about a yard out and get it swatted by Diggs. For the Cowboys, the Cardinals got upset. Yes, I said upset by the Lions, 26-23. And the Vikings lost 31-30 to the Tennessee Titans to move to 0-3. Yeah. Yep. Basically. And lastly, the Packers beat the Saints 37-30. And the Chiefs and Ravens play tonight, folks. All right. Well, stupid Vikings. Let's hit you with a random fact to end the show. Pringles aren't actually potato chips. What? The next time you can see let's start this over. The next time you see a can of Pringles, take a closer look. You won't see the word chip anywhere on the packaging. That's because Pringles aren't made of thinly sliced potatoes, but instead dehydrated potato flakes pressed into their signature parabolic shape. Oh, that's right. That's what makes them less greasy. But when other potato chip manufacturers complained, the Food and Drug Administration ruled that Pringles couldn't be marked as chips. The company eventually settled on potato crisp. Wow, what a good random fact to end the show. I like that. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Episode 20. This one was not muted. You could actually hear me. We're all business here. We'll see you next week for episode 21. Later, guys.